call myself the co-founder of Operation Thugs. Somebody else helped me get this started. But today, we're not going to talk about that. Today, we're going to just talk about that, a lot of people believe in horoscopes and believe in the month they was born kind of predicts their future. But the truth of it is that the things you do today form your tomorrow. It has nothing to do about what month you was born in. And for me, man, when I was young like y'all, man, I was running the streets. I thought I was going to ball the rest of my life, be a dope dealer the rest of my life. I made some good money in the streets, and it came real fast. You know, the money I make now, I made in less than a day. So I thought it was all good, but it really wasn't. And it all comes down to who you surround yourself with. Because I know a lot of you guys kind of put a lot into the people you're around. You really think that the people you're around is really your friend. And, you know, that's cool and all, but sometimes you don't really find out somebody's not your friend until something goes down. And for me, I found that out when I was being charged for attempted murder and robbery and was threatened giving 29 years in the state penitentiary and for a crime I didn't commit. And that was weird for me because I was always guilty. But this one time I was innocent. And so I wound up doing 5 years in the pen, man. And I was really angry and bitter because I felt that it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Why should I, I had a baby that was 3. I had a son that was 8. I was married. And so my family was basically getting punished for something that I didn't even do. But what you guys gotta know is moments of pleasure sometimes equal years of pain. And all my life, from juvenile hall to youth authorities to boys ranch to wilderness programs, nothing but in and out of the system. And so statistics would tell you that I should be at nothing, because that's what most of the people called me. They said I would never be nothing. I would always be in and out of jail. I was a loser. I wouldn't become anything. So all that history, all that years of just running the streets and living the thug life, that time in the pen, it could have been downtime. You're around a whole bunch of criminals. So what I could have did is I could have went in there and just learned how to be a better criminal. You know what I'm saying? I could have learned how to steal cars better. I could have learned how to make dope quicker and faster. Could have got some new connections. But it was something about being in prison for something I didn't do that made me change my mind because of the setting I was in. I had never been to prison. I had only seen prison on the movies. So that whole day, when I'm getting processed in the prison, I'm just looking around, I'm not even tripping that I'm in prison. I'm just looking around at everything like, wow, man, I'm in prison. I'm looking at all the bars and all the guards with their mini 14s, and I'm just like, wow, it could really go down. I'm seeing everybody in orange jumpsuits, and so I'm just looking at everything at first, and then after about 4 or 5 hours, it seemed like all day, I finally got to my cell, and I was on the 5th tier, Bayside, in San Quentin State Prison. That's all the way at the top. And so they put me in my cell, and that's when it hit me. When them bars shut, that's when I realized, man, I'm in prison. I'm starting the first day of a 5-year sentence. That's a long time. 5 years is a long time, man. And I cried. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I broke down. I was like, I can't do this for 5 years. So anyway, I used to rap for the streets. You know what I'm saying? I used to rap nonsense, poison. I used to plant a lot of weed seeds, with the music I was doing. But this song right here is the first song I wrote that was positive, and it kind of expressed the pain I went through and the transition I was going through from closing one chapter of my life to opening a new one. So I'm gonna do this real quick a cappella for you, and then I'm gonna go into the career part. I'm gonna show you what, from a bad situation, would turn good. what I did with the bad situation, I made good out of it. But check it out. I want y'all to listen to the words. Sitting in the cell on the 5th tier, West Block of San Quentin, wish I wasn't here. Looking out through the bars up on the bay side, feeling sad I can't take it but I gotta ride this out because I know I put myself here. Why oh why was I about to run it with my peers? Now tears are running down my cheeks, I'm feeling lonely. Realizing times of trouble, don't nobody know me. Who can I turn to when these trials and tribulations? Different co-situations, pray to God to help me make it. Is he listening? Or my prayers being hindered? Broken promises made in the past, no he remembers I must suffer the consequences of many wrong decisions. Turn away from sin and then embrace the godly wisdom. Turn away from Lucifer, do that seducing ya. To his wicked worldly ways, what he'll do to ya. Deny the flesh and must be the spirit. My lyrics are very serious. Listeners, I hope you're curious to this lifestyle I chose to lead. Indeed, although I'm in the penitentiary, my spirit is freed. Free at last. Locked down every day, all day, it ain't no changing still. I want to make this clear, you don't want to come here. These crazy choices got my life in the other man's hands. Must break free now, but I still got the chance. Gave my life to the Lord and I'm pleased, although I'm in the penitentiary, my spirit is free. Free at last. So that's just a little something I wrote, man. That's a little something I wrote. Thing about it is, man, when I went in there, it was like this. I'm gonna keep it simple and plain and get to the point, man. When I went in there, I realized that I wanted to change my life. Being around a whole bunch of men wasn't something my future, wanted my future to hold. You know what I'm saying? I have a wife. I do like women, so I was like, nah, this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? So while I was in there, I said, you know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to school. I heard about all these programs, all these trades and stuff you can get in prison. I didn't know how true it was. So anyway, I said, well, since I'm gonna be in here, I'm not gonna work in no kitchen. I'm not gonna be no tier tender. I'm finna go get educated. And so that whole time I was in there, I went and got a trade. I went and started welding. And I stayed there the whole time, and lo and behold, I got good at it. And so before I went home, what I started doing is I started writing potential employers from prison. And a lot of guys was frowning at me like, why are you doing that? They're gonna know you came from prison. And my thing was, I wanted them to know I was coming from prison. I wanted them to see past my situation and feel that my skills were worth giving me a chance. And I knew the person that would respond to me was the person I would go see as soon as I got out. So what I did is, I wrote all them letters. I got 2 responses. One of them was from a guy from the Iron Workers Union. So when I got out, came out, got my license, did everything I needed to do, headed straight down to the Iron Workers Union, and I went there, filled out the paperwork, and this lady handed me a stack of potential employers. I needed a sponsor in order to get into the union. So she said I had to go basically to all these addresses to find somebody to say, yeah, we'll sponsor them. Well, the dude I wrote, his name was on the building. So while she gave me that stack, I'm like, wow, I didn't know I had to do this. So I started leaving. I said, hold on. I said, well, I have a letter here from the guy that's on the front of the building. He said that when I get out, come see him and he'll help me get a job. And she said, really? So she took the letter, looked at it, went to an office, and I see some dude stuck his head around the corner. He came out, talked to me. He said, hey, can I see your certifications? I showed him my certifications. He said, okay, I'll get back to you. I'll give you a call. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I leave from Benicia. I'm on my way back to Fairfield. As soon as I got to Fairfield, I got a call from him, and he said, hey, you ready to go to work tomorrow? And I was juiced. I'm like, I'm 5 days out the pen. I'm behind. My wife been home with 2 kids by herself, trying to do it for 5 years. I don't have time to go to school. I got to work right now. So when he told me that, I was juicing. Went and got my clothes, got my boots and everything. Went and paid my dues and my initiation fee, and I went to work. The good thing about what I did when I was in prison is I paid attention to my craft. I paid attention to my trade, and it paid off big time because when I came into the union, normally you have to work from the bottom up. You have to like work hard physically. But because of my skills, because of my certifications, I never worked as an apprentice. It was almost like I was a journeyman because I wasn't carrying around no tools for nobody. I wasn't lifting nothing. They knew my trigger finger and my eyes was when I say trigger finger, I mean for welding. Just to get that straight. Not a gun. The welding has a trigger on it, and instead of using my muscles, I got to use finesse. And they seen I was real good at welding, so they started giving me increases. And I've been working, because of my determination, my household has not seen the recession at all. I've been working 6 years. I've been home 7 years. I've been working almost 7 years straight. I've been with one company. I'm an ex-felon. I just bought a brand new house 2 years ago. I got 2 brand new cars. And I'm not saying that to brag. What I'm saying is that I defied the odds. I'm supposed to be a nothing. They said I wasn't going to be nothing, but I'm a homeowner. I've been married going on 16 years next month. So my marriage wasn't even supposed to survive me going away for 5 years. So what I'm saying is, when you put your mind to it and your determination that you could do anything, it's a whole bunch of people that would have told me, oh no, you can't do that. Oh no, you can't buy a house. Oh no, you can't live comfortable. But I'm living beyond comfortable. And my family's happy, I'm happy. I don't have a job, I have a career, and there's a difference. A job is just somewhere where you make wages, and that's it. Career, you make wages for today, but it also prepares you for tomorrow. I got a retirement plan, a pension plan, I got medical, dental, and vision. I came here from getting my eye exam. I didn't come out to pocket no money, got a pair of sunglasses and a pair of eyeglasses coming. When I go to the dentist, something wrong with my teeth, I don't pay no money. You know what I'm saying? When I get sick, anybody needs to go to the doctor, I don't pay no money. The union takes care of all that. And that's the difference between a job and a career. It comes with benefits. And it creates you a little nest egg for the future when you want to retire. In addition to that, I love what I do. Ironworking, for you guys who don't know, it's a real broad field. The ironworkers build bridges, they build schools, they build all structures. But what I do with my company, I specialize in building hospitals, schools, and commercial buildings. And that's basically what I do. And I love to do what I'm doing, and I'm thankful for it, but I'm not satisfied. So while I have this wonderful career, I didn't stop there and said, and this is why I'm gonna mention this part, because I didn't want to stop there just because I had this career and be like, okay, I'm set, I don't need to do anything else. But I took it one step beyond that and said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and go to school while I'm working and pursue a bachelor's degree. And right now I'm going to school while I'm working, and I'm pursuing a bachelor's degree in information and technology. So I just got to get it, and if I finish school and when I finish school, get my bachelor's, if I feel I still want to go on a little more, I will. But the key is staying hungry, because once you get satisfied, you're gonna sit down and not go no more. So if you want more, you got to fight for it and stay hungry. You got to keep going. So without further ado, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Is that each one of you guys have promise in you. And life is what you put into it. You know what I'm saying? You could really, I don't care how much trouble you've been in, because I've been in and out of the system since I was 14 years old. So I don't care how your life started out, how many F's you had on your report card, on your transcript, you can make a change today. You could switch all that up and just be determined that you want to be successful. So I thank you guys for your time, man, and God bless.